following program is a production of Hō'ike Kauaʻi Community Media. The Hō'ike Weekly has been made possible by the Rice Street Business Association and Wailua Properties. Aloha, Kauaʻi! Mahalo for watching the Hō'ike Weekly. I have a question though. Are you watching this on your TV right now, or are you using your computer? Maybe you're using your phone. If you're using YouTube to watch the Hō'ike Weekly, be sure to subscribe to the channel while you're at it so you don't miss out on all the other amazing programming we have to offer. Our new shows, Island Alert and Talking Trash, address local issues regarding Kauaʻi's emergency responders and the solid waste problems on our island. Our YouTube channel also houses all the County Council roundups, community producer projects, and other Hō'ike programs like Kauaʻi Voices. As soon as we're done here, go to YouTube and visit at Hō'ike KCTV and be sure you're subscribed to Kauaʻi's community television station. That's us. And I'm Trisha Allen. And now it's time for the Hō'ike Weekly. That calendar is getting pretty full as the holiday and the end of the year approach. Let's go through some of this week's upcoming events together, shall we? 'Tis the season for a lot of things, and giving is in the top 3 at least. So to help out, the Blood Bank of Hawaii will be at the Sheraton Kauaʻi Coconut Beach Resort December 17th, 18th, and 19th, holding a blood drive just to give residents yet another way to give this holiday season. But seriously though, giving blood can save lives, which impacts everyone and makes a real difference. The blood drive will be open during different times each day, and appointments are encouraged. So if you have questions regarding the event, visit bbh.org. And since we're on the topic of giving, the Seventh-day Adventist Church of Kupuna and Lāʻau Valley is holding a community dental clinic just in time for Christmas. On December 20th through the 23rd, they'll be giving out services like teeth cleanings, fillings, and extractions without proof of insurance, ID, or proof of income. The event is being held at Island Comfort on Rice Street in Lihue. Hey, that's right across the street from the studio, from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. on all 3 days. Scan our QR code or click our tiny URL link for more details. It's going to be a country Christmas out west in Waimea on December 21st for the Waimea Light Parade. After the road closes at 5, there will be a screening of the short film Althea, and then at 6 p.m., it's going to be lit trucks and trailers as far as the eye can see. This year's parade theme is superheroes, and local entertainment by Kauaʻi Collab, as well as food and craft vendors, will be located at Hofgaard Park. The event is open to the public, and attendees are encouraged to bring their own chairs and blankets for seating. Paula Fuga returns to Kauaʻi with her stellar band and will be sharing her vocal gifts and some of her favorite holiday tunes at the Porter Pavilion on December 21st from 5:30 p.m. till 9:30 p.m. Info on that event can be found at anainaho.org. Well, technology and time both fly by pretty quickly, but Kupuna Connections is here to help with both. Kupuna Connections, for those of you who don't know, is a group that was developed through the County of Kauaʻi's Agency on Elderly Affairs, and they've been holding Tech Talk Story classes the entire month of December. The purpose of the class is to get Kupuna acquainted and eventually comfortable using tech in their everyday life. Ken Dickinson, the director of the program, was in the studio this week to give us a demonstration and tell us about the classes that are coming up on December 16th, 17th, and 18th. Check it out.
All the great staff there and all the people that helped put this together, particularly my wife Janet, who's
off camera but still
got us this.
Thanks, Janet.
In the beginning.
Aloha Kauaʻi, I'm Trisha Allen, and joining me in the studio, we have Ken Dickinson with Kupuna Connections. He's going to give us a little bit of insight as to what people are learning at these tech talk story events that are going on. Hey Ken, how are you today?
Great. Thank you for inviting us to come down here, and we're happy to be here and delivering these tech talk story events to our kupuna on the island.
They're very important. Now, before we talk about the events individually, can you tell us really quickly in a nutshell what Kupuna Connections is and what you folks do?
Yes, this is a project that came out of the Agency on Elderly Affairs about 2 years ago, and it's designed to make sure that our kupuna are not left behind in this rapidly evolving digital technological world that we're in.
So this is what people are going to see if they go to the Tech Talk Story event.
Classes, yes.
Classes, sorry.
Yeah.
So walk us through this really quickly.
Well, I think just because I'm a kupuna myself, and I'll put my phone down and 5 minutes later I can't remember where it is, or my keys. So we have this little tile device here, which if I just click this twice, and
it rings your phone.
it's going to ring my phone, wherever that phone is.
Okay.
And vice versa, I could go on the phone and ask it to find my keys, and it'll start beeping the keys.
That could be handy for more than just kupuna. I feel like I might be able to use that trick.
Yes, I use that almost every day, I have to say. The other one is, I've got this, everybody knows about the Apple Watch, but this is a $40 watch.
Oh, it looks like an Apple Watch.
It looks like an Apple Watch, and the same thing, I can go on here and I can find my phone with it in a very similar way. So I can just press a button and it will ring the phone there.
Okay.
So I use that a lot.
What's this microphone? How can Kupuna use this microphone?
Just a fun item at this time of year. It's a karaoke microphone.
Oh, wow.
So again, it's Bluetooth. Bluetooth is the way you connect. There's a speaker right here.
Oh, that's so
and
fun.
Then you can turn this on like that. And if I get really close here, I can sing a song with reverb on it.
Ooh, you don't want to give my auntie that microphone. You won't hear anything else from my auntie all night long. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it.
That's a fun way to introduce somebody to technology,
Yeah.
and really will connect the kids to the kupuna. The other one is, this is just a little Bluetooth speaker. So
it's so little.
I mean, full disclosure, I take this in the shower with me and I pop it up, on the top of the shower so I can listen to my
podcast or books
or your story here. I can
on the Hō'ike's podcast studio.
I could
Smart
right
man.
there.
Yeah.
And then these I love. These are called bone headphones, and you'll see they don't actually go into your ear.
No.
I'm going to take my glasses off and then I'll put my glasses back on.
Yeah, show us.
So you put them over your ears, and they rest on the bones. So as a kupuna, you're not isolated from the world. You're not cut off.
Oh, you can hear things going on
around you. You can hear
you.
everything around you. You're in the conversation, but you can perfectly hear what's coming through your tablet. These are all called Bluetooth devices. That's one of the things we learn about in the class, in the tech story class, but often not the first one. The first level is, we want everybody to come. There's no bad questions to ask. You shouldn't feel embarrassed that you don't know this. It's quite normal, actually.
Okay.
And just come and we'll talk story about it. We'll sit even around a table like this sometimes. And we might half the time be talking about something else. We're just getting comfortable with each other. Acquainted.
Yeah.
Yes. And then slowly we'll move into talking about the tech. In the second class, then we'll talk about, what people will have a device and we'll help them figure out how to use it.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Now, who is helping these kupuna in the class learn how to use these things?
Well, a lot of the kupuna help each other, because there are some kupuna who come that know more than others. But we've been able to connect with 1 or 2 high schools here on the island. And so some of the high school clubs send their students to help out. And I would say that really has made the difference with the program, because The Kupuna love working with the high school students.
Okay, so if people have their own tech, can they bring their own tech in?
We want everybody to bring their devices, yes.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter how old it is.
When are these classes that you have coming up next?
The next classes are, our next one is in Hanapepe, Monday, December the 16th from 10 to 12. And then we have a class in Kilauea on Tuesday, December the 17th from 1 to 3. And then we have a class at the Lihue Convention Center on Wednesday, December the 18th from 2 to 4. And
do people need to RSVP at all? Or can they just show up?
If they can, it's great. But you can just show up. You can show up and you go. It doesn't matter where you live. You can go to any of these classes and all of them if you want.
Wonderful. Where can we send people for information about these classes, but also Kupuna Connections as a whole with all of the programs you have?
So we have a website, www.kupunaconnections.org. And it is important that you put the www in when you type that address in. Or you can just call us, 808-755-3645. And we love questions. So call us. We will get back to you within the day. And I want to thank you for inviting us in today.
Oh, that's sweet. The pleasure's all mine. You recently won one of the Digital Equity Innovation Awards because of your work with Kupuna Connections.
I only accepted it on behalf of the agency and all the great staff there and all the people that helped put this together, particularly my wife, Janet, who's
off camera, but still
got us this.
Thanks, Janet.
In the beginning. And all our great friends on the island. So I don't want to make it about myself.
Okay, we won't make it about you.
You know,
Kupuna Connections did win an award, though, for their digital equity innovation in regards to this program specifically.
It's called a Community Impact Award. Yes, and we were very proud to receive that.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, thank you for coming into the studio today to talk about this award-winning program that's holding classes all week. Nope, not all week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, December 16th, 17th, and 18th. And the details can be found at www.kupunaconnections.org.
Correct.
That's right. Yeah, nailed it. Thanks,
Thank
Ken.
you.
I appreciate
Thanks so
you
much.
coming in.
Thank you.
Done. Yeah. Big mahalo again to Ken and Janet for coming into the studio and also for the little tile locator I now have on my keychain, which will never go missing ever again. Now, we're not quite there yet, but winter break is coming soon. And the folks at the Storybook Theater are going to be holding some carnival classes for the Keiki. Yep, members from Big Island's Volcano Circus will be headed to Kauaʻi for a week's worth of juggling, tightrope walking, and even stilt walking at 2 different locations, one in Hanapepe and one in Kilauea. We'll be talking to Mark Jeffers of Storybook Theater, as well as Joe and Alicia from Volcano Circus about that on next week's show. All right, Kauaʻi, it's Newsflash time. We've got a couple things you should know about today, so here they are. A local theater group is being nationally recognized by Ovation TV and Charter Spectrum. The Hawaii Children's Theater is one of 10 groups to be honored with the 24-25 Stand for the Arts Award, which recognizes exceptional arts, cultural, and educational organizations and programs. Honestly, it's no surprise. I mean, did you happen to catch their fall production of the SpongeBob musical? It was insanely good. I mean, the cast, the set, the costumes, all of it was incredible. So congratulations to Hawaii Children's Theater on your achievement. If you want to check out their award-winning programs, they have some coming up soon. Visit their website, hctkauaʻi.org. Local nonprofit Understory Alliance will be constructing a half-acre Māla Lāʻau in the Wailua Park Homesteads park soon. After months of input from the community through surveys and meetings, they'll work to incorporate some already existing vegetation in that area as well, bananas, tecoma, and kukui, into the forest project. Understory Alliance will organize monthly volunteer work days for the community to come and cultivate or just otherwise enjoy the site at any time. Once the Māla Lāʻau is established, the plants within it should resist invasive weeds and perpetuate themselves by forming a self-supporting, multi-layered plant community. Pretty cool. Hō'ike will be keeping up with the progress on this and will provide updates to you in the future. Max, do you hear that? What is that? Where's that coming from? Oh no. Is it?
Hō'ike! Merry Christmas!
Santa Claus! Oh, welcome to the Hō'ike Weekly.
Little Trisha.
It's so good to see you.
It has been so long. How have you been? I got your letter.
You did. I sent that a while ago. I'm glad you got it.
The elves in the mailroom lose things. It frustrates me every year.
Oh, I know my elves lose things too all the time. How are you?
You have grown up so well. A couple of tough years in middle and high school, but otherwise,
just
a good girl.
Okay, well, that's good overall. What are you doing here on Kauaʻi?
Well, Hawaii is
Yes.
the last place I visit every year on Christmas Eve. I thought it might be fun to stop by early this year.
Let's switch
Also,
things up.
isn't Hō'ike the place where I can talk to all the Keiki directly?
It is. It is. Do you have something you want to say to the
Thank
Keiki?
you. Thank you. I
Yes.
do.
Okay.
It's not too late. This is for all the Keiki on island. Also, your parents. Everyone gets so stressed around Christmas. Remember, if you, a parent, are running around doing things to make Christmas special, don't let it get you upset to where you compromise what you want to do. And you kids, a little over a week left. Don't mess it up now. I've got my daughter a nice book, and so many of you are on the nice side, and some of you are still in the middle. So pay attention to being especially good and helpful during this next week, okay?
Are you almost ready?
We are always almost ready and almost never ready.
It doesn't matter how close to the holiday you are, does it?
50,000 elves and we're always behind, but we get it done every year somehow.
Well, we love that you came to visit us, Santa. Thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure. And Merry Christmas, Kauaʻi.
Well, you're right in time to say goodbye to everybody because that's all the Hō'ike we have for you today. I'm Trisha Allen.
And I'm Santa Claus.
Wishing you love and aloha. Santa Claus. Hō'ike Kauaʻi Community Media's president and CEO is Allegra Gaines. Administrative assistant, Leiko Someda. Production and education services by Roger Olson. Production and IT services by Max Richardson. News and events producer, Trisha Allen. County producer and social media manager, Olivia Franco.